Hello, this is Gerald Tuavas with some popular pop-outs of letter combinations. Now and then I have a request of a name, and this is the request, and I will do the request with the significance of a name in someone's life. It can be inspiring, not in all the ways that you can imagine, but in some ways. Some names they are about, I have some freedom to act, to do whatever I want. Some other names are, I am very dependent, I have to learn this and this and this. Other names are, I'm very keen to learn a lot of things from other people. That's another name. Here we have Bradley. I keep it simple, but what I already give you what I sense. It's a bit more difficult to have the goal in letters. I have also that I call a more spiritual way also of dealing, just like Ibn Arabi did, that the inspiration has to come spontaneously, because we are connected and interconnected, and I put my mind to it and I get the interconnections automatically, and what comes to me will fit also to what I'm busy with. It's like an organ of its own, and it works like that. But of course you have to start from somewhere, and of course a very good starting point, even if you want to do whatever you want in your life and you do it deliberately, without that goal that attracts the things that needs to be learned and needs to make things back in order, you have to start from somewhere. So starting from a name, even if it is a wishful thing, is a good thing, because it's very good to know your name and what are somewhat the limits and what are somewhat the possibilities. I've also made some books about tarot, also how this works and things like that. I don't like to do that. If people ask me, please see how this situation and that works, I prefer not to. There's some other things that guides you through what you need to know, and often this basics that you have in a name, they also have a foundation that goes beyond psychology. It is a basis of interpretation as well, but there's a kind of mentality also in each name, and it's interesting to know where it can lead to. Not that I mean that when I make an association today, this will be definite, but there's a tendency of going into a certain direction, and with Bradley it's not different. Bradley, it's like you have a Brad here, and he's kind of Bradley. This is the Brad of Bradley. Let's see what Brad has to tell us, what his life might go, where his life might go towards, what he can choose from. A very long introduction before I start. Of course, I start here from this scheme once more, and in someone's life, if you compare a word like a name with the same order of letters, it is also, of course, much more about an interaction between a person, the starting point, where he starts from in his life, the communications and developments and so on that he has in his life, that's the second category, and the things that he needs to correct or give an order to and so on, these are in the third category. So the order of letters can be interpreted differently, just simply because of that. Here you have all the letters from Bradley's name, and he has different, it has a good balance, because he has 3 letters, where that means where he starts from what he gets from his own position, from his family, from who he is. You have 3 letters in the development, so 3 letters that are going in communication. So he's going to try these things out, that's for sure. and just one thing of reflection, which is the letter R, which is basically a letter which stimulates the whole process. And the first impression I get with from B to R is already like, I want to break free. That's what Bradley's first starting point is. Yes, I do. Because, yeah, from there on, he starts again from his position and wants to improve with a D. He wants to improve it by going into the world, do something into the world, change things in the world. It's still the same thing. And then the L will develop that from his own position with A from the communications, and in the end, in Y is actually the point where you don't know it. You didn't achieve it yet. You don't know yet how to do so. So okay, but it's again a confirmation. I want to achieve this. I want to break free. I really want to go to that, beyond that. Some names, they simply have an idea like, you are free to do whatever you want. No, it is more the impression of I want to break free from where I am. It could be that there are some limitations, that it is a physical foundation, and it's more difficult to break free from there. Everybody has its own path, can be in all different ways. Can it be removed from the physical restraints? Can it be removed from other levels of experience to go beyond that? But it's very much from the I position in the world with other persons and so on, and it will be a challenge. That's what Bradley tells me that the goal could be. And if you see where it is, so there is the letters, how they are in balance. There's one part which is about the making of what he's going, what he wants to make. There are also 3 letters that are very much into I want to develop this, and the 3 letters in the steering and controlling it, so directing it from his own position with the L in it. It also says, yes, I can do that. I have the ability to start doing that. So after, so I want it so badly, stimulated me by R and going back to who I or the person is, himself, which wants to become, and will in the end also with the L develop that before he will reach the others. So that means also that the communications with the others will have stages of development, are not immediately great, but they also dealing with that process. I want to break free so that I can reach what I don't know, reach the other, and so on. That's more or less what I already experienced from Bradley. Just tell me what you think about it. If something is recognizable, you probably know a Bradley or 2 maybe. And how did Bradley do? Tell me, Bradley. Thanks for watching. This was Gerald Tuanvas. There's another list of demonstrations are underneath. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's a Facebook page, and there is awesome books for difficult reading. Thanks again. Bye-bye.